Welcome. In today's video, we're talking about the most common questions we're getting from clients right now as we record this in April of 2025. The most common question we're getting asked by a lot of our clients right now are tariffs. And how do tariffs impact our financial plan? How do tariffs impact my retirement? How do tariffs impact my investment strategy? So in today's video, we're going to break down what is the impact that tariffs actually have on your finances. And we're going to do a deep dive in a way to look at it from a different perspective than how you're potentially looking at it now.
So I'm going to pull up a graph that we've been showing our clients. And Max, why don't you tell us what this graph means?
So what the graph shows, Erin, is the S&P 500, which is the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the United States, going back from 1970 to 2022. If you were to invest $10,000 into the market and consider it to be fully invested, in 2022, you'd have over $2 million. The thing that we love to show on the graph is that there are all these events that have happened. So in recent memory, we had COVID, the financial crisis, 9/11. Today's event is tariffs. And that's the fear that's in the system right now from the 24-hour news cycle. What we encourage you to look at is if you take a longer term lens, we do see prices coming down. But if you look in the long run, you see a progression of upward growth. The most important thing is to stay consistent to your investment strategy, stay consistent to your investment plan, and stay fully invested in the market. That's what's going to enable you to get the rates of return that you're seeing here on the graph. When you try to time things or let fear come into your system, that's when a lot of times you're going to have a negative outcome potentially for your plan.
All of our clients have diversified investment portfolios, which means they're invested in thousands of different companies, not just one or two. So all their eggs are in different baskets. And it's really important to know if you do have a diversified portfolio that you can weather the ups and downs. And even if we have a downturn, as long as you can emotionally get through the downturn, you can see in the graph that it is going to continue going up. So Max, what should I be doing right now?
When the market's uncertain, Erin, the most important thing is to focus on what you can control and to not focus any energy on what you can't control. 5 years ago, if we recorded this, the headlines all were connected to COVID and the uncertainty during that time period. Now the new headlines are tariffs. In 3 years from now, there's going to be other headlines. The crucial part is to make sure you have a long-term plan in place and to not get caught up in the noise of the current market.
A lot of people are experiencing fear and panic, and that's human nature. When everyone on TV and all of the people around you are experiencing fear and the sell, 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 get out now, it can bring up feelings that you're not used to, and it's part of your human nature. So it's very common, and most people are experiencing the same feelings you are. The biggest thing we want you to know today is that it's very important to not take action on those feelings. When you have a plan that's been thought out and created from a place of neutrality, you can come back to that and know you don't have to take action because you can trust that your plan is solid.
The most important thing to focus on what you can control is your actions. And one of the things that can be most helpful in these circumstances to do nothing. If you're fully invested in the market, stay fully invested in the market. It's to ride this volatility of the market going up and down so that you're not letting emotions or fears make your decision.
There's a quote by Warren Buffett. He says, "Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are being greedy." Right now, others are being fearful. And if you do have extra cash, this is a great opportunity when the market is on sale for you to get in and buy a bunch of stocks in a diversified portfolio and take advantage of the downturn we're currently having.
Erin, tell me how taking the wealth archetype quiz can be helpful right now.
Well, Max, everyone has different behavior patterns and different mindsets around money. When you don't know what your personality is, it's hard to know what to do. So we've created a free and quick wealth archetype quiz so you can figure out what your financial personality is to help guide you around what actions you should or should not be taking right now.
The next time, stay aligned.